What colour's your jacket?
Yellow. I'm back, folks, I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but this one's going to be kind of special. You've already seen his video on changing the props on Friday the 13th at the Yorkshire Air Museum. You only got 2 done, so I've returned. We're going to do 2 more with Andy's prop shop. Links will be in the description to his channel and to Andy's prop shop. He does a lot of 3D printing stuff. He does guns and props, and if you want it 3D printing, he can do it. He's the man. So show him a bit of love. He is on Facebook as well. So yeah, we've come to change the props on Friday the 13th at Halifax. So what I'm going to do is, before we get started on that, I'm going to do a little bit of history of the Halifax, and then afterwards there'll be a little bit on Friday the 13th and why she's so famous as a Halifax. The Halifax has its origins in the twin-engine HP 56 proposal of the late 1930s. It was produced in response to the British Air Ministry specification P13-36 for a capable medium bomber for worldwide use. The HP 56 was ordered as a backup to the Avro 679, both aircraft being designed to use the Rolls-Royce Vulture engine. The Hadley Page design was altered to use 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, while the rival Avro was produced as a twin-engine Avro Manchester, which, while regarded as unsuccessful, mainly due to the Vulture engine, was a direct predecessor of the Avro Lancaster. Both the Lancaster and the Halifax emerged as capable 4-engine strategic bombers, thousands of which were produced during the war. The Halifax performed its first flight on 25th of October 1939 and entered service with the RAF on the 13th of November 1940. It quickly became a major component of Bomber Command, performing strategic bombing missions against the Axis powers, primarily at night. Arthur Bomber Harris, the Air Officer Commander-in-Chief of Bomber Command, described the Halifax as inferior to the rival Lancaster, in part due to its smaller payload, though this opinion was not shared by many of the crews that flew them. Nevertheless, production of the Halifax continued until April 1945. During their service with Bomber Command, Halifaxes flew 82,773 operations and dropped 224,207 long tons of bombs, while 1,833 aircraft were sadly lost. The Halifax was also flown in large numbers by other Allied Commonwealth nations, such as the Royal Canadian Air Force, the Royal Australian Air Force, and the Free French Air Force. Various improved versions of the Halifax were introduced, incorporating more powerful engines, the Bristol Hercules, and a revised defensive turret layout, increased payload as well. It remained in service with Bomber Command until the end of the war, performing a variety of duties in addition to bombing. Specialised versions of Halifax developed for troop transport and power drop operations. After the Second World War, the RAF quickly retired the Halifax, the type being succeeded by strategic bomber by the Avro Lincoln, an advanced derivative of the Lancaster. During the post-war years, the Halifax was operated by the Royal Egyptian Air Force, the French Air Force, and the Royal Pakistan Air Force. The type also entered commercial service for a number of years, used mainly as a freighter. A dedicated civil transport variant, the Hadley Page Halton, had also been developed and entered airline service. 41 civil Halifax freighters were used during the Berlin airlifts. In 1961, the last remaining Halifax bombers were retired from operational use by the Pakistan Air Force. Of the 6,176 Halifaxes produced, 3 complete examples remain. NA 33 7 in Trenton, Ontario, HR 792 in Elvington, North Yorkshire, and W1048 in Colindale, London. We're on it. So we've got all sorts in here. Armstrong Meteor under restoration. Harrier. My favourite. That's my favourite aircraft. The amazing looking Vampire. One of the first jets to go into RAF use. Fantastic looking aircraft. And twin booms at the back. Powered by the Goblin. This one in a slightly better condition than ours. Argus Fairchild 2. Similar concept to the Lysander by the looks of things. That little fella. Pause the video if you need to do, but so yeah, Yorkshire Air Museum, fantastic place. They've got all sorts of aircraft outside we'll take a look at later on, but this is what we're here for. Friday the 13th. Handbrake turn, do a donut. So yeah, this side's already been changed on the first visit here. I wasn't here for that, but he was. You seem to have lost a dome. We have lost a dome, but I think there's replacements. So the dome that goes at the middle of the prop, spinner. Now then, round 2. And today we're doing this side. The original Friday the 13th did 128 missions. One of the only Halifaxes to reach that sort of number, and they're certainly the first. But again, there'll be history on that. We'll get into that as we go. I'll see you in a minute. Just because you got 2 engineers on job. Can you spot any differences, folks, between our Herc and this? Oh yeah, these are coming off and being replaced with them.
We're all allowed to belt Nathan because he was the one who said last week.
Yeah, he was. That went well, didn't it? You last time we were here. That went a lot better than I thought it would. And I said, you know what, we're going to be here till Thursday.
Well, this is going to be the hard one.
I ain't slapping him, he's bigger than me.
Because it's got more back here.
Yeah, well, it's going to have to
Whereas that one hasn't.
It's going to have to come further forward.
Yeah.
Oh God, I tell you what. What the hell have we done there? The actual spiders inside that flange
In there.
are supposed to do. That one's going to be dead easy. That'll just go
That's what I
straight
mean.
back.
That'll be an
That's
easy
like
one.
the,
Yeah,
the,
like we had
inboard,
last
the
time.
inboard one on that one. But because this one's got that housing, this is going to have to come as far forward as we dare without it falling off. So,
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think it's spider itself, it's not that heavy, is it?
no, but when it's got 3 blades attached to it, then sort of 4 kilos each. So a guy thought he was selling real Dakota blades.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that made me sure.
What are we doing with this dome?
The dome is staying on.
It's staying on?
Yeah, it's staying on at the moment.
Because that will make it heavy.
It is heavy.
GT85 at work. We're still looking for sponsorship, by the way. If this don't get us a sponsorship.
There's a spring-loaded locking pin in there. It's a locking ring that then has a little spigot on it. Is there a pair of pliers in there as well, Nathan? There it is. I might not need it.
Well, keep feeding it.
Oh, that's it. There we go. Gotcha.
It's one of them where it flings off, you never see it again.
I think I've got a little stick. Yeah, see that bit there?
Yeah.
Sticks in through that hole.
It's there.
Just locks it all up. Yeah. So in theory, that'll undo now. There's obviously some sort of resistance there.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a little wrench, I think. Give me a little wrench, I think. I'm going to try that.
Ain't got the beans to do it. Oh yeah, we've got the power.
That, Nathan. I want one. Oh, it is mine. Hang on a minute. So, now then.
Simply remove.
Yeah, simply remove the blades. Right. No, I'm just going to pop it back on and just slide this whole assembly forward up to this thread. Yeah. Then we know it's not going to. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So. Right, she's moving.
It is, but it's.
Oh, it's moving. That's it. There it goes. Your side seems very loose. There it goes. Problem is, it's getting that to go backwards.
It's gone quite a bit further yet.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. No, that's come forward far enough, I think.
Yeah.
If we can get the barrel to go backwards.
Just need a bit of a knock with it.
Just need to get the barrel to go back. It's probably tight in the spider. The spiders can be tight in the back because they're a snug fit. And if this has got the seals on it, then we need to. Right, let's get the tapping stick. Big on. It's not going to go, is it? Yeah. Hey? It's not heavy enough. Yeah, I thought I'd be.
Your side seems real loose.
Let me get some spray in the back there.
You've got to see them as tight on the shafts.
No, you see they've got all these silly bits of shims and.
Well, the other ones had the inserts in, didn't they, from the spider?
Yeah, well these have, but they look. I tell you
that
what they are. They're just rubber.
Yeah.
They're just a piece of rubber.
Yeah.
That. So it's not even got the proper inserts.
which means it might give us a little bit more wiggle.
I doubt it very, very much. Just got to get this bugger to go backwards. So, I'm going to try.
This to come forwards.
I don't want that to come forwards at all. I want that to go backwards. So.
Well, we're nowhere near up to it now.
Yeah, I'm just going to lock that on there. I just want, if we can get this to move, to go back.
I might have enough space.
Well, we might have enough. But I think it's locked. I tell you what, it has moved. It has moved slightly.
Just move a little bit, you can see it here. Look.
Yeah. What we might have to do with this one is, once we get that to go backwards, take the spider off, take the barrel off, clean inside the barrel, clean around the spider. It's your fault. You. Yes, it is moving.
Yes.
It's moved that
You can go about an eighth of an inch and you're fully back.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can get some spray in the back of it.
Right, so we're nearly there.
No, believe me, it's. I'm just going to get some spray.
That's what's closing up.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about that. But the actual barrel is moving. If you put your finger in the back of the
Going
barrel,
back.
Oh, yeah.
you can actually feel there's now a recess
Puts up
there.
against that.
Yeah, well.
All you're knocking is shoving it.
Yeah, well, that might help us actually move it backwards. So, I can get some lubrication around that bit there. And what the heck's inside there? What have they put in there? Oh, I tell you, it could be anything.
Yeah, that's just right. That's slid right back.
Straight back onto there. So
if you tap that.
The Handley Page Halifax bomber, famously nicknamed Friday the 13th, LV-907, became a legend due to its remarkable record of 128 completed missions during World War II, a record unmatched by any other Halifax. Initially considered unlucky due to its F designation, all previous F Halifaxes had been lost. The aircraft defied expectations and became a symbol of luck and survival. 158 Squadron of Bomber Command, operating from RAF Lisset in East Yorkshire, used call signs to distinguish their Halifaxes. Before LV-907, each Halifax designated F for Freddy had been lost, leading to the belief that the designation was unlucky. LV-907, initially assigned to Flight Sergeant Joe Hitchman, flew its first mission on the night of March the 30th and 31st, 1944, on a raid to Nuremberg. Hitchman and his crew were meant to be resting, but were called in at the last minute to fly the new, unlucky Halifaxes. That night, Bomber Command suffered heavy losses, including Hitchman's usual Halifax, assigned to a different crew, but LV-907 returned unscathed. After this successful mission, the aircraft was assigned to Pilot Officer Clifford Smith and his new crew. They decided to call it Friday the 13th. To further prove the jinx wrong and acknowledge the aircraft's resilience, Friday the 13th continued to fly, completing a remarkable 128 missions during the war, making it the most successful Halifax of its type. After the war, Friday the 13th became a national celebrity, displayed outside bombed out department store in London to honour the brave crews. Sadly, the aircraft was eventually taken back to Yorkshire, to RAF Clifton, and scrapped, much like any other Halifax bombers. The story of Friday the 13th continues to be celebrated, particularly at the Yorkshire Air Museum and in the hearts of aviation enthusiasts.
Yes! Boom! Booyah! Right. What you need to do is give it a twist and a pull.
Yeah.
Right, go on. Give it a twist and a pull. No. That's it, she's free.
Just wait for him to get ready.
Go on, twist and pull. Hang on, it slid back.
Yep.
This one's been cut and welded. This one's been cut and welded on.
You right?
Yeah, just lower it down to Nathan.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a heavy lump.
It is a heavy lump.
They do feel heavy, don't they?
A lot. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Christ.
That is an heavy
It
lump.
feels a lot heavier. This one's going to be fun getting this one off. So, right. I'm glad that. See, it's this ring here that was locked. That was locked inside. So, it's a shame we ain't got a little lynching sander. Yeah, lay them down just in case. Yeah, good plan.
So what do we do with this one? Rotate the lot?
I need to. No, you can't rotate it.
Right.
What I need to do is I'll get the bar under there, and if you get one either side
And up.
and up, cut off and hold it back up.
I've been trying to pull that off and put that one to the top.
Yeah, swing it round and put it
Yeah.
straight up. Yeah, we can do that.
Just be a bit surfer, wouldn't it? I mean, once it's in there, it's really trapped, isn't it? But
See, that's actually dug into there, so it's actually sitting. You probably find my blades will sit there anyway.
yeah,
So, yeah, these are welded up. That's been welded front and back. That one's been welded just at the front, and that one's hardly welded at all. So, right. So, can you just support the barrel for me? All right.
I won't hold it on that one.
No.
If that breaks it off, job's fucked.
That's it. Right. Okay. Right. Okay.
Well, that just...
Oh no, it won't. It won't.
Key weight.
What?
Let me have a look. It's got a double key.
Yeah.
Is there a double one on there?
Can't see one.
Probably not. There isn't on ours.
No, there isn't on mine. Is
Yeah.
there?
Just try it.
Yeah, see if that will go.
Yeah.
Well, it's not cut all the way through.
No, but it's cracked halfway through.
It is cracked. Yeah, you're right. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, let me watch your arm. Right, can you lift that up? That's gone. That's it.
Right.
That's better. I'd rather have that at the top then.
Is it straight? Are we definitely on the right splat? We're not going to move one off.
Have I got a file in there, Nathan?
File.
No, probably not. No.
I've got a diamond file on that.
Yeah, it's to go around the Stanley knife's not in there either, is it? No.
Yeah, did you go back in?
Let's just lift this back off, put it on there and see if we can get this barrel to actually slide back on. So just take the weight of the barrel. Alright. Just going to put it down like that. See, it's that ring there. Right, let's have the barrel. You got it? Let's see if we can have it. It's not there. It's there. It's that. That is 1/8 of an inch bigger than this. So normally there's a big rubber ring inside there that sits inside here. Seals everything.
Unless them lads got some files.
There's a chisel in there, Nathan. You pass that up. I can just scrape some of this because it's here. There's all sorts of.
Yeah, You could have done a little flop wheel or something.
Yeah, could have done a little flat wheel or a little lynching sander. You see that? You see where it's been dragged?
Yeah.
Being aluminium casting. It's a bit bruised. I know it's a bit bruised. You see the scuff lines, look?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's where we were struggling to get it off. Thing is, if you can't get it to go back on, it's not that, it's this one. It goes on that one, no problem. It's on that second ring. That's the one that was giving us the grief. Once we got it to here, just slid straight off of that, because that's slightly smaller. That there is supposed to sit inside there. You see that hole? It sits inside there and seals it. Because inside there, you see there's that brass.
Yeah.
That brass bush that locks it in. Could do with a file. I think it's this guy.
Do first, ask permission later.
Exactly. Is there a welder in here? Silly idea,
Yeah.
but is it worth just giving it getting Adi over to give it a quick blob or two, just to...
Oh, that is really fucking
Yeah.
not held on well.
There's a welder here.
Should be able to do it, shouldn't we?
Alright. You...
We want to be the other way around, don't we? Get it closer this side.
Alright,
Tie myself in a knot.
there we go. Oop. Hang on. We're getting onto that surface there, Andy.
Right, well, seems to have taken a bit off.
So you can try it. You want to leave it here? I'll just go ask him if you want to give it a blob of weld, since there's a welder here. Well, it's down.
Yeah.
He says that there's a plan, they're going to put it up to the top anyway, so...
Alright, yeah.
And he don't trust himself on somebody else's welder because he's a bit of a fanny.
What it is, it looks heavy.
It's a big spinny thing. And it is, that's why he's carrying it. Oh, gents. Alright, if you just sling that up there, look. Anyway, where's this coffee? Let me get this bloody coffee down my neck. Bloody excitement. Thank you, dear.
And another biscuit.
Oh, bloody hell, even biscuits. Oh. I'm alright now, I've got a biscuit.
You got a biscuit as well?
No, you're not
You
getting a
don't
biscuit.
drink tea or coffee, do you?
It's not going to come out, and we'll figure it out another way. Right, just hold that one. Right. Get it.
Stuck up my armpit.
can't get it with that. Right, Roger, you need to hold on to that blade. Keep it pushed against there. Watch the fiberglass, but keep it pushed against there. All right?
You got that one?
Yeah. Right. We're not. Hang on. It slid back. You got hold of it.
Yeah.
We're not going to get it. We need to go. Another foot further back.
Come off with it.
Yeah, just take it off. Just hang on to that blade.
Yeah, I've got it.
Just bring this back up.
She's coming.
Yeah, slowly. Slid back. As soon as I put that blade on, it slid back. Yeah. That's enough. Yeah, that's fine. Might be better off actually putting this one on that side because that
Because that one's already been.
it's only got a single weld on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You've already gouged
it'll go on there. So right, just hold on to that. Right, what I'm going to do is push this barrel back. Just slide that blade off. All right. Well, nice and steady. That's it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
So I'm going to swing that around. Put that one on there.
Hang on then, we'll take this one over there.
It's still there. It's still in the way.
Yeah,
Can't get
it
it.
moves back when we move it.
It rolls
You're
backwards.
flat.
Right.
You
Okay.
say hold it.
So basically, it's gone back to where. It's literally just take the pressure. That's it. Just take the pressure off. Right. Come on, then, AD. Anything slid back again.
Yep.
Hang on. That's it. That's fine. Absolutely bang on. Absolutely bang on. Right. Where's that bushing then? There's the bush. There's the bush. Bloody thing you've slid back on again. Oh, shit. That's it. Stop. Stop there. Oh, every time I move the... That's
Too
it.
bloody good.
Right, don't breathe.
Right, slide that blade on there. Just watch the tip. Right. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's get that in there. Get that in there. There we go. Right, now that has got to now. Let's get that not on the front there. Right, have we got 6 bearings?
Yeah, you've got behind it, yeah.
Behind us, have we? Right, okay.
So do we need to adjust the pitch of these or
I'll sort them out.
do that after, do you?
Right, just wind that one forward. Plug it in. That's it. Stop. That's it. It's got it. There we go. As long as we can get that in there like that. Come on, you bugger. Tell you what, everything is so tight. Let's get the top. Let's get the top one in. If we get a bolt ready.
Oh, we're going to
Straight in.
try and find one of the more premium ones.
Straight in. Just have to get my fingers in there to do that. It's any problem because these stupid things, they were 3D scanned on the original bearings.
Right.
Yeah. So it's actually prints it in 3 different pieces.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there's nothing there, so you get this stringing because it's trying to print in fresh air.
Yeah, yeah.
And pain in the ass. Right, don't worry. Right.
Oop, that barrel gets moved back.
That's fine. We can get it.
Right.
That's all right, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can get that, once we get the, that's...
Oh, I can have the front hook up now.
That'll then. Right. Just get it on that one, get it on that one, get it on that one. Square bit. There we go.
Yeah.
Just needs to get it squared away. That's it, got it.
Yeah.
Right, where's that tapping stick?
They took the big one away.
Gotcha. That's it, get the bolt in. Get the bolt in there, ready.
Which way we're going? That way?
Front to back. Whichever's easiest. Not should be on the back anyway, but
It should, but...
the bolt doesn't hold, so it doesn't really matter which way they go. So they were front to back, weren't they? Halfway about. Okay.
Got it through, but...
It's fine, we're in. Right, that'll all nip up now. That will all nip up. We'll get rid of this
the stringy bit.
bits of string. You know, you see the bits now where I'm just painting it matte.
It's on the top edge, nobody can see that. That's it.
Just the top of it. Slid back.
Not even a thread.
Get it in the middle one, then we can draw it up.
Yeah, it's on that thread. Some fucking bolt.
I know there was a couple that were literally just on the thread, weren't they?
Right.
So, can we find another one to put in this side? So, we got one? No, not a chance.
You got it here. Top.
My pipe grip's there, Nathan, please. Where's Nathan? Oh, where's Nathan?
Is he?
Oh.
Sitting down.
Pipe grips, please, mate.
He was sitting down, that job is what he was doing.
Black and yellow handle pipe grip, so there's another pair in there somewhere. I'm going to just get these on. I'm going to
Thank you, dear.
just in case you step sideways and fall out. We will laugh.
I'm sure you would.
And one of us will point the camera at.
Somebody quickly ringing our lass. You get the claim in.
Yeah, you got insurance.
No, don't worry. I was just saying to him this morning.
In that side.
Can you get one in this bottom?
Yeah.
I'll get the knot off it. It's ready. No. Just get a couple of threads on it.
Yeah.
Got it? We in?
Oh, she's not starting.
Go on.
Yeah, they're in.
Right, okay. Right. Where's the other spanner?
You want to get that side?
I'll get this one. There'll be a pop and a click as it falls.
It's a bit disconcerting when you hear it, though. You think, right. Have we got one without an outer nut? I've got an extra nut.
You got an extra nut, there'll be... I don't know.
Well, there was that wacky bolt that was probably still in it.
Well, probably.
I've got a bolt here with no nut on it.
That'll be the one.
Right,
You've got a bolt with no nut, with
yeah,
I've got the nut with no bolt.
Yeah.
There we go.
At least it
There we
picked
go.
you up.
Good engineer would have got that to work there, Andy, you know, right? Who needs things like nuts?
That goes better, mate. It pulls it in better. Yeah, we had that bolt down there. That's a coach bolt.
Huh?
That's a bloody coach bolt with the end cut off.
Yeah,
It was a coach bolt.
that's all it is.
With the end cut off it.
In fact,
Unbelievable.
do we
What?
What?
The coach bolt. We can't put the coach bolt back in, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already got a airworthy certificate, so it's fine.
Oh, I might just have to nip these up with the. So we need 2 more across the bottom. It's not as simple as that, unfortunately. I think it was. It's not as simple as that. I mean, somebody's tried to take it out. They've taken the middle out. If you undo these 6 screws, there's 6 screws in there. It should tap out.
They'll probably weld it together.
No, it's the oil turns to like a thick treacle, and it seizes that rubber piston. Basically, it's like a piston ring, the rubber seal, hydraulic seal, and it's like a double-ended sort of oil seal. So you get pressure from the front and pressure from the back. So I mean, it'd be nice to take that out. It could go on display, but right.
One down.
Nearly.
Nearly.
I tell you what, they're not far from tight.
I say that Milwaukee one's nipped them up.
Yeah, I mean that little one of mine does on it. That one obviously didn't get quite. That was probably the first one to go in. They're not far away. Did you get that 15?
No, I'll do that one next.
I guess I forgot that one altogether. So, that's pretty much it. You said they were alright, but no, that's it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, good. Now, right, I'm going to nip this centre ring up. That's not going anywhere. That's it. It's got
Aye.
a thick black treacle. Look. You see where it's sealed along that edge? Yeah? That's a nice display piece for the museum.
Do I need to worry about my car seeing as the oil looks the same as that in it? No, the servicing over a year.
Tell you what, feels like that.
Exactly.
All we've got to do now is hope I haven't damaged these things.
Yes.
It's a lot easier than trying to get that.
Right, spanner. C-spanner for the use of. Just make sure the mag switches are off for you.
I'll catch it if it flings you out.
As it starts to spin.
Yeah.
See, that's why it's now going a lot further.
Yeah.
That's it, she's home.
Just need the titty on the end, don't we?
Well, Gary's got them,
Oh, is he? Right.
because he's actually going to paint these.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So there we go.
it's,
One more to go. Rinse and repeat.
yeah. Right. Well,
plan inside, I'll give you free rein.
All right, okay. That's lovely. Thank you.
So if anyone says anything, just say Gary said it first.
All right,
And
no
I
worries.
can trust you not to
Yeah,
break anything. But yeah, feel free to say take pictures.
you might have to check our pockets that way out. Like, we was trying to figure a way of towing it back to Snaith, but it's not going to work. All right,
No, thank
cheers.
you.
So there you go. So, don't know if you can see me. You got your light on you?
I haven't.
Ah, Jesus. Never mind. So, Budgers, we have exclusive access. We can look at whatever we like in the Halifax. Right, you've got a light on. Lights are on through this way. Here we go. Tail gunner position. Probably the worst place to be on a Halifax. Average of 6 sorties. Whole thing rotates. This is where your parachute would have been. So should the worst happen, you had to come in here, put your parachute on, get back in and swing it out so you could flop out through this door. Because this way is certainly a lot more hassle. When you're coming down, you don't have a lot of time for it. Quite tight. You've got the shock absorber there for the rear tail wheel. You really won't stand much of a chance. These are most important seat in the aircraft. It hasn't even got plumbing gear in. That's the toilet. Oxygen system. Ammunition boxes. Even got some in there, look. And mid upper position. Whole dome rotates on the top. Again, access is tiny. Main wing spars, got to crawl over those. That's your firefighting equipment. Navigator, will be able to do luckiest or whatever's. Here you go. Harriet the pigeon. It's not the right pigeon basket though, is it?
No.
We're on the lookout for the right one.
A bit here that'll get Martin excited.
Is there?
Yeah.
Engineer's position. Well, navigator. just moving around it's hard, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
You imagine you're coming down or you're on fire or whatever.
It's like I said though, because you can't see outside, you don't understand why. Yeah.
Oh yeah, why you're at a weird angle. Yeah, it seems like
It exaggerates it, doesn't it?
like you've been on the beer all day, but
Do you want to swap places so you can come forwards?
yeah, if I go like that, we'll have a close look at all these. All whistles and bells. Again, you're under fire and you're trying to keep an eye on these. Bloody nightmare for a minute. Most of them are kids about the same age as Junior, you know. Australian fella here, look. Yeah, so pilot's position up top. That side you're quite blind, aren't you, really?
Oh yeah.
When you've got to get the wheel up so as you can see where you're going down the runway for a start, aren't you? Because it's all at like a, what's the word? All at an angle. A lot to handle while you're under fire. And everything's packed in. Parachute. And the bit that'll get Martin excited. Navigator section. In the dark. But it would have had a little red light on so that you can see easier. Morse key, and we've got a set like this that we're going to get running and actually broadcasting, and apparently the people on the other end will be able to tell that it's World War II radio. Control cables there coming from upstairs. Hang on. See if we can do something about the light, shall we? Bear with me. Get my phone out. Right. That's better. Yeah, so there's a radio. And whatever that is. And a little table. And on this side, that's nice and handy. And that's his parachute. And then down here, navigator. And the radar, heading control, radio suppressors. That's his little light for his maps, and so he could plot his course. That's the back of the pilot's dash. Sorry bodgers, I'm just trying to keep the light where you can actually see something. There's a blackout curtain there as well, to keep the light away from the bomber, I presume. And this is the bomber's position, stroke front gunner. Imagine flying over Berlin or Nuremberg or wherever, looking through there. Tight and confined, no luxuries whatsoever, bit of padding, but that's about it. We've got one of these at Snaith, this panel, for the bomb drops. And they're magazines for your Vickers machine gun that would have sat there. There's a representation of one. Again, more black oak blinds. So 7 people on board the Halifax. Navigator, pilot, engineer, front and rear gunners, mid-upper gunner. Not a square inch, is there really? Not a square inch to spare.
No.
At all. Yeah. Scary to think that these kids aren't much older than Benjamin and, you know, having to
Doing a nightly service.
going out
The
there.
territory of one of these.
And you're sat in that rear gun position.
Did you actually venture down there?
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, there's the props that we've been changing. 3 and 4. 1 and 2 are on that side.
Yeah.
Through that. Looks a lot better with the right ones on. Well, it's basically a bloody light switch there, look.
Yeah. They do.
Exactly. You need a switch. What's cheapest? Something that's mass produced. Yeah. Unbelievable. Not a lot to keep bullets away from you either. You know, someone was coming back with half a tail missing, or one of them came back to Snaith with the whole front end missing, didn't it?
9 foot of the nose missing.
They lost their I'll get past you
Again.
they've lost their front gunner, haven't they?
Yeah.
And their bomber Haber.
Which is a bit shit, isn't it?
But
Literally fell out.
yeah.
Right, oh.
But amazingly, and it actually got folded over, did the front end, didn't it?
I'm going to say a lot of it kind of...
Okay, so it kind of kept
the
it,
shield.
yeah.
Yeah, which, yeah, could have been a bloody cold when coming to.
Totally random though, innit, how it folded over. I'll put pictures of that in the video.
They were lucky. Well, obviously, except the Bomber and Navigator.
Yeah, not too lucky, no.
Right, I'll do a little bit further forward.
You do a little bit further, you do that.
Yeah. Well, here's the cockpit. And a very small pilot. And I showed you inside last time in the previous video. If you've not seen that one, link in description.
So, engines on one side was already done, and now we have matching propellers on both sides. Looks a lot better. Still some work to do. Spinners in the middle, they're going to get painted and put on at a later date, but the guys here at York Trade Museum are going to take care of that. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Not something I thought I'd be doing just before my 50th birthday, working on a Halifax, but yeah, so check out Blown 8 Cylinder and Andy's Prop Shop. I'll leave links in the description to them. Top fella is Andy. He can print whatever you want. Very talented fella. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. See you later.